What's happening? Listen, it is your God Taz Angel, and guess what, man? I'm gonna tell you something you might not have heard before, and I promise you might not hear it again. Okay, so we've all heard the term, "The pen is mightier than the sword," right? Well, I'm gonna give you an expansion on that you have never heard before, and it just might change your life like it changed mine. So, the phrase is "the pen is mightier than the sword," right? But a more accurate way of expressing it to get the proper understanding of it is "the word is mightier than the sword." And the reason why I say that is because, say you have two pens, right? Because I was thinking one over here and one over there, but two pens, right? And one pen you use from beginning to end until it runs out of ink and it stops writing. You only write the letter A, just A, until it just runs out of ink, right? And then you take the second pen, and with that second pen, you write down every single thing that you want to accomplish in your life. You write down every single specific prayer that you have. You write all of that down. Because that second pen is going to yield much better results based on how you used it, because the Bible tells us to write down our visions and make them plain. So when we write down these things, they're going to have a spiritual effect as long as our faith is attached to them. Not in them, but to effect attached to them, right? So because of that, the pens have different words, different values, because they brought different things to your life. The one that just wrote A, it didn't contribute anything to your life. But the second one may have actually helped the things that you prayed for come into your vision, right? So that's important because we are the pens of this world. See, Jesus is the Word of God, but we are the voice of God, because the voice carries the word, just like the pen carries the ink. And depending on how we use our words, it decides on what impact we're going to have on our lives and every life that's around us. Now, I want to show you how all of that I just said to you is Bible. In the Bible, it says that Jesus's words are sharper, not as sharp. They are sharper than any two-edged sword. The word is mightier than any two-edged sword. Now, not only is it saying that Jesus' words, but Jesus himself is the word of God. Because again, us being the voice, we're supposed to carry Jesus everywhere we go, which is why we're supposed to be the voices carrying the word everywhere we go. Right? So when it says the pen is mightier than the sword, it's actually the words. The word is mightier than any two-edged sword. Separating soul from spirit, man. And what does that mean? Separating our flesh or carnal human nature from our divine eternal nature. Jesus' words can do that. And when we choose to be his voice and carry his words, then our words will do that same thing, because we are carrying his words. So I want you guys to be very, very careful with the things you say, because the word is sharper than any two-edged sword. Thank you.